The Fisherman's Daughter. The village of Skagen clung to the Jutland Peninsula like a barnacle to a whale's skin, a place of wind-whipped dunes, salty air, and a sea that seemed to hold more secrets than the sky. It was in this harsh, elemental landscape that Anne lived. She was the daughter of Eric, a fisherman whose weathered face mirrored the storms he battled. Anne was different. While the other village girls dreamed of marriage and children, she was drawn to the sea. She would spend hours on the beach, her small hands tracing the intricate patterns left by the tide. Sometimes, when the sea was calm, she would slip into a small, hidden cove and swim, losing herself in the cool, green depths. There were whispers in the village about Annie. Some said she had the eyes of a mermaid, others that she was in league with the Selkies who haunted the coast. But Annie paid no heed to the gossip. The sea was her sanctuary, a place where she felt truly alive. Then came the storms. They were unlike anything Skagen had seen in living memory. The waves crashed against the shore with a fury that seemed to shake the very foundations of the earth. Boats were lost, lives were claimed. Eric, too, was swallowed by the tempestuous sea. Grief consumed Annie. The sea, once her solace, became a monstrous entity. Yet, she couldn't stay away. Drawn by a strange compulsion, she would wander the shore, searching for any sign of her father. One night, during a particularly fierce storm, she saw it. A figure, half human, half fish, emerged from the waves. It was beautiful and terrifying, with eyes that held the depths of the ocean and a voice that was like the wind's mournful cry. The creature spoke to Annie, its voice a whisper carried on the gale. It told her of a world beneath the waves, a realm of shimmering cities and ancient secrets. It promised her the return of her father if she would become its bride. Desperation made Anne accept. With a heavy heart, she descended into the depths, leaving behind the world she knew. The underwater city was a marvel of iridescent coral and bioluminescent creatures. But it was also a place of eerie silence and a pervasive sense of dread. Ain was given a palace of pearl and coral and a life of unimaginable luxury. Yet, happiness eluded her. Her father remained a prisoner of the sea, his spirit trapped in a watery tomb. And the creature, her husband, was not what he seemed. Beneath the alluring exterior lurked a cold, predatory nature. Over time, Annie began to notice strange changes in herself. Her skin took on a bluish hue, her fingers elongated and webbed. She was becoming one of them. Fear gnawed at her. She longed for the sun, the wind, the taste of salt on her lips. One night, as she gazed up at the moonlit sky, she saw a glimmer of hope. A shooting star streaked across the heavens. With a desperate plea, she wished for freedom. The next morning, as the first rays of sunlight touched the water, Annie made her escape. It was a perilous journey. The creatures of the deep pursued her, their rage a terrifying symphony. But Annie was fueled by a will to live, a longing for the world above. Finally, she broke through the surface. The sunlight was blinding, the air sharp and invigorating. She was free. But the ordeal had taken its toll. She was no longer human, but neither was she fully one of them. Aina returned to Skagen, a ghost of her former self. She lived out her days in a small cottage by the sea, a silent sentinel of the ocean's mysteries. The villagers whispered of her, but they also feared her, for in her eyes they saw the depths, and in her silence the secrets of the sea. And so Anne lived, a tragic figure caught between two worlds, a constant reminder of the sea's power and its unforgiving beauty.